What else we got? I guess I can skip the South Africa electoralism because they're just suffering from the same problem that I described Germany as suffering from. No viable left options, so they're kind of cooked. And that means I can talk about something actually gaming related that is also political, but you know, it's not electoralism, but it is politics. So it has to do with Minecraft, which I'm a big fan of. I've played it on this channel before. But most of the time what I play is Minecraft Java Edition, that being the original Minecraft that I've been playing ever since, I think, beta. Germany's the same thing as Africa, so Germany became the one thing it couldn't get. Yeah, that's true. That is very true. It wanted Africa so bad that it simply became South Africa. Very profound, except when you consider that it's doing that by having electoral politics that are absolutely fucked. You know? Oh yeah, this guy has a really bad nature. Oh, I have mints, though. But anyways. Yeah, usually the version of Minecraft that I play is Java Edition. Because I've been playing it ever since beta. But this pertains to Bedrock Edition, which is the version that is cross-console compatible. Ordinarily a pretty cool feature. There are some problems with that as well that have surfaced at some point, but that's not the subject I'm getting at here. I get money but can't get it. Easy, just print money like South African country of Zimbabwe. Totally worked for Germany too. Yeah, that's so true. Simply print more money. No negative consequences detected. Fact checked by real American patriots. True. No, the issue I wanted to talk about with Minecraft Bedrock pertains to modding. Minecraft, a very modded game. In fact, I think I've heard some people say, who are more of experts on the subject than me, that it is the most modded game that currently exists. Which would not surprise me. People love their Minecraft mods, and in fact, in some ways, I find Minecraft to be a little bit empty without mods, or without going back in time to like one of the earlier releases or beta versions, so that it feels like a more coherent game. But that's where the problem comes in with Bedrock Edition. The modding for Bedrock is way harder than the Minecraft Java modding scene. Like, it's more difficult for modders to make stuff for Minecraft Bedrock Edition for a number of reasons, and Microsoft is making it more difficult. In fact, they're planning to basically eliminate modding in a sort of roundabout way. I saw a video about this. There's like a certain file that enables modders to, like, it's kind of like a key that opens the door that is Minecraft, and then from there they're able to like tweak certain things. And Microsoft is considering removing that file. In fact, they're planning to at a certain point in the future, because Minecraft Bedrock Edition has this feature called the Marketplace, where basically it's just like a mobile game app store. Because first and foremost, Bedrock Edition is supposed to be like the mobile version of Minecraft. Even though it's cross-console compatible, that's clearly the priority. Do I have any ground-type moves on this guy? No. And a lot of the content that is on the add-on pages and the marketplace for Bedrock Edition are things that are already available for free. Mods, skins, texture packs and resource packs, things like that. Maps, all of that stuff can be downloaded for free. And Microsoft is basically attempting to put that stuff behind a paywall. They're trying to literally enshittify Minecraft. This is a well-known process that most online people would probably have heard of. Enshittification. Taking something that was already fine, that was not broken, and breaking it for the purpose of making more money off of it. Did people need a new way to get mods or skins or resource packs? No. And that's the problem for Microsoft. The problem for Microsoft is that people are capable of enjoying Minecraft while the only money being spent being the initial purchase. You buy the game, and then all the rest that you can do is free. And Microsoft doesn't like that. Now, of course, a lot of people have made this a point of discussion with Microsoft specifically, but this is not a specific thing. This is not a Microsoft problem. This is a capitalism problem, and I'm not joking. Minecraft, phenomenal game, probably a once-in-a-lifetime game, at least at the point where a lot of people would have recognized as being, like, still having direction and whatnot. Yeah, $10 for some mods that are free on Java and stuff like that. Mods that I could literally, like, some mods so basic I could probably make it myself if I had, like, a couple of days. This is a capitalism problem, and in fact, it stems. It's been a problem as old as, like, well, as old as the market, really. There's another example of this that I think people should look to understand what's going on here. And the example I'm thinking of is toasters. In the 1950s and 60s, electric and electronic appliances were sort of a new thing. It was a new market. They had just, for a lot of them, they had just recently been invented. And so manufacturers and whatever were still tapping into the market for these things. It hadn't reached saturation yet. Everybody didn't have a toaster or a refrigerator or a television yet. So they manufactured them to fucking standard, let me tell you. There are toasters from the 1950s and 60s that still work flawlessly today. Same with some other appliances too. But what ended up happening is that eventually they reached market saturation. Everybody had a toaster. And then the businesses encountered another problem. They couldn't make any more money because they sold people toasters that would last longer than their own lifetimes. They made toasters so good that they put themselves out of business. So what did they do? Instead of getting into the markets for other things that were electronic or whatever, and making a name for themselves off of these insanely good manufacturing standards, they just made the same thing but worse. They made toasters, they made refrigerators, they made televisions that would break. They had the technology, the problem had been solved, and they recreated it because solving it didn't make them money. Such is the problem, such is the situation with Minecraft. We have a problem, people, wanted a game, I guess, like there was an opportunity to make a very cool sandbox game. Problem solved. You've got Minecraft, you've got your sandbox game, it's a ton of fun, you've got your, your play session going. But now there's another problem. The people who made Minecraft, or now the people that own Minecraft, can't make any more money off of Minecraft. Because once you sold Minecraft, that's it. You paid the $20, now you have the game. And Microsoft is like, well, no, now hold on. We want to make more money off of this, because that's all that motivates companies. That's the only thing that motivates companies to keep doing business, is quarterly profits, the bottom line. So they are killing Minecraft Bedrock Edition very slowly and very painfully, I might add, for their bottom line. As I mentioned with toasters, and as I will now mention with smartphones as well, the planned obsolescence is a slightly different version of the same thing. This is what every company does in order to keep themselves afloat. And, it's bad, actually, when the only operative interest here is, like, that of the shareholders. This is not a decision being made with anybody's interest in mind, except for the most money-grubbing, greedy sons of bitches you could imagine. And that's because that's their class interest. Every decision that is being made at Microsoft inherently revolves around making your experience worse if you are the player, because that gets them more money. When you have a worse experience, they have a better experience. It's a purely oppositional relationship in terms of interests. I don't think I want to learn Slash. It's sad, really? It is, in a lot of ways. Because it's alienating. In a way, it literally is sad and alienating because it reduces the emotional attachment that people are capable of developing with a lot of things. Think of like just something you've had for a long time. You grow attached to it, right? And that emotional attachment is only possible because it lasts long enough for you to develop that attachment. This gaming chair, for example, I don't know how far in the process of enshittification this gaming chair was designed. I've had this thing since 2014. 10 years. I've grown quite attached to it. I know how to tweak the settings. It's really good for my posture. I legitimately have a sense of familiarity and emotional attachment to the chair that I'm sitting in. But enshittification makes that worse because, you know, if it were maybe a little bit later in the cycle of things, or maybe even that's the case for this chair and I just don't know it, it would have been designed to break and I would have had to get another one. If you have to replace things frequently enough, you can't develop an emotional attachment to it. And that's very sad, literally, for the person who has to buy and replace stuff constantly. But it's really good for the companies that make those things that break and then have to be replaced. You know? It's not just bad for our economic interests as people. It's also bad for just our human interests and our emotional interests and stuff. You know, we want to have a fulfilling life and a life full of character. And that character, that fulfillment could be imbued in some of the very objects around us, but they don't last long enough because if they lasted long enough, that represents a threat to the bottom line of the companies that made them. And that's a capitalism problem. Let's see, scary face. I'm already pretty fast. I don't need scary face. What I do need is to switch this guy out. So, you know, it sucks. It doesn't suck as much for me because I play Minecraft Java Edition. But I know a lot of people who primarily play Minecraft Bedrock. And, you know, it sucks that they're not going to be able to enjoy what modding they have for very much longer. You know? Because, you know, Microsoft is just evil like that. Ball swipe? Nah, I don't care. Evolution. Torpedo. Cool. Also wants to learn Slash. I will also not. Voltorb is evolving too. Alright, future me. Got the evolutions done. If that's a segment, cut it there. And move on. Alright, let's put that one up there as well. If capitalism won't work, we need a new ism. Sweetism. Minecraft and stuff you can buy at IKEA. It's just something you buy once and you're done. You're done. You're good for a few years. At least if you ain't stupid. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, this is what socialism would fix because it introduces new incentives. Actually, if that's a segment, don't cut it yet. There's still some more stuff. This is why this is one of the reasons I advocate for socialism. The political system only has 2 laws. Everything is square and everyone can only eat meatballs. Yes, new political system. George is seething and coping and molding. But yeah, this enshittification, this continual process of planned obsolescence, making things worse for the sake of making more money and making people's experiences worse with them just because they want, they want more in quarterly profits, is a problem inherent to capitalism because you have a distinct class with distinct class interests above most of the people that are living in society. A socialist system would resolve those class differences by, like, remolding the class structure. In a socialist system, there would only be one class, and it would be a class of people that are both workers and owners at the same time. Everybody who works at a company would also partly own and have a hand in the decision-making at that company. As such, that changes the incentives at play, because now you don't have any such thing as a shareholder, you don't have any such thing as a CEO independent of the workers below them, any position there would be elected, then you have different interests. You don't have the bottom line only quarterly profit interests at play. It's more about the stability and health of the people working there and of the company itself, which I can assure you is vastly different from what shareholders prioritize. You only need to watch a movie like Wall Street to understand that, the concept of a hostile takeover. Because Well, I don't think there's even a because. I think I've said all I need to really say on that front. You know? Legitimately, if if we had a socialist system, Minecraft Bedrock would not be under attack right now, because the company Mojang or Microsoft or whoever owns the Minecraft name or the game or whatever, their interest would not be to maximize quarterly profits, but just to, number one, stay afloat if they can, and number two, keep the game alive. And that's it. No shareholders hounding you to be like, to make a 10% growth this year, 5% growth this quarter, or anything insane like that. You know? I don't want to learn agility. Also don't want to learn Poison Fang. Yeah, it's getting hot. My brain is getting kind of cooked. I mean, it's already hot in my room. It's 91 degrees Fahrenheit. If that's a segment, now cut it there.